welcome to the show. It's the U Review Show. You review, you. I like to watch movies. What about you? Let's make a date, hit the matinee, me and you. And if you can't make it, that'll be cool too. I'll give you you review, you. The Urban Critic Movie Review Show. Hey, welcome to the U Review. I'm Kevin Taylor, and this is
Janine Gaskin.
Welcome back.
Yes,
We've been out for a minute. We've been busy. You know, there's 48 Horror just took place not too long ago.
How'd y'all doing that?
We did all right. We had a film called Couples Retreat.
Okay.
We got nominated for 4 awards, and we actually won the best use of characters.
Ooh.
So, you know, they give you the character and the prop and all that kind of stuff.
Did you post your movie?
The movie is on.
On U Review? Put it on the U Review so we can check it out.
Check that one out.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. What you been up to? Because you got some stuff coming up.
I do. I have a couple of things coming up. One major thing for me is I was cast in my first August Wilson piece, Radio Golf. So that's coming in February 2017. Cool. I'll post more of that later. And then there's just a couple random other things. I'm advertising my daughter's business today, Jasmine's, where accessories are life. Nice. Maybe we'll put a link on our page for that too. She sells beautiful bracelets here. If you can check those out. Yeah, so we're going to a show today for her to start selling her items for the holiday.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds good. And speaking of the holiday, we have 2 good movies for you today. Yes. One is a holiday film called Almost Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one is a sci-fi mystery suspense thriller called Arrival. So we can jump right in. Well, let's go with Arrival.
Yes.
Arrival, as I said, it is a sci-fi piece, and it is a film starring Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner and Forrest Whitaker and Michael Stuhlbarg and Zima. Okay. So this movie basically, let me tell you this, it's directed by Dennis, now how you say that one? Villeneuve. And written by Eric Heiser. It is 116 minutes long, and it is a sci-fi. Let's look at the clip real quick.
There are days that define your story beyond your life. Like the day they arrived.
Contact. The objects measure at least.
I'm Colonel G.T. Weber from Army Intelligence. Pack your bags. You're at the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations. Priority 1. What do they want? Where are they from? You'll be reporting to me, but you'll be working with him when you're in the show.
That's what they call in the UFO.
Who's being carted off in the medevac?
Not everyone is wired for what you're about to do.
So what do they look like?
You'll see soon enough.
Every 18 hours, a door opens up. That's where we go in.
It's done. Yeah, that just happened.
What happens now?
They arrive.
They need to see me.
Dr. Banks? Are you insane?
Now that's a proper introduction.
More objects have landed around the world.
This is one of 12. I'm never going to be able to speak their words.
Got 2 days. Figure something out.
I am human. It's their language. We need to make sure that they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool. Language is messy, and sometimes one can be both.
Are you dreaming in their language? It's possible they're prodding us to fight among ourselves.
This is just a way to force us to work together for once.
It's more complicated than that.
How is it more complicated?
Russia just executed one of their own to keep their secret.
Got 21 hours
before they start global war.
So how do we clarify their intentions?
I go back in.
Why does this feel worse?
about this, and I really like this movie.
Me too.
It is not your typical action-packed sci-fi kind of film. It's more in the Close Encounters of the First, Third kind of something like that. And what's that one?
Interstellar. With Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, this is it's an intellectual piece. It's a deep film, and it explores obviously some of the things that we would deal with if somebody just showed up in a spaceship or something and just stopped, didn't speak to you, didn't do anything. It would create these paranoias. You know, are they coming to kill us? Are they trying to take us? Yeah, all of that. But in this movie, it was really about something else. And I don't want to give anything away, but if you really want to go deep into what another life form that may, you know, we tend to believe that other life forms are going to be smarter than us, intelligent life forms. And this one definitely played on that and what they did and how it affected Amy Adams and her life and even Jeremy, actually. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I sat there not wanting anything, and I got so much out of it.
I agree with you. I think the movie focused on that communication piece. That was one of the takeaways. It makes you think about communication in general. She's a linguist, and they came to her, hey, we need you to try to communicate with these extraterrestrials, and as they landed in 12 different locations around the world, she's running up against time to figure that out, and we as a military or in fear, we go to that reaction of kill it, destroy it, and she's trying to really communicate. So I think that speaks volumes in this. I thought it was great. Most sci-fi movies, I think, are kind of choppy, sort of. This one had a nice flow to it. I think it fell short in the middle. It kind of dragged a little bit for me in the middle, but the beginning, great. Ending, great for me. So overall, I definitely give it, I give it a 4.
A 4? I was going to say, too, without giving anything away, I wish I could experience what she experienced. Just, you know, oftentimes when that question is posed, you got a group of people be like, no, I wouldn't want to. And then you got other people be like, oh, I would want to. Yeah. I think I'm one of the ones who would want to, but I might regret it later on, but I would still have to probably go through it, you know. And it was really good. Yeah. So, I would give it about a 4, because I did enjoy it. Like I said, I had no expectations. The trailer might lead you to believe that there's going to be some action and things like that, but
I didn't even like the trailer.
The movie was much better than the trailer. Because if we hadn't done this, I probably wouldn't have picked this as a movie to see. But I'm glad I did see it.
Yes.
So yeah, I think a 4.
Excellent. All right, the next movie we did is called Almost Christmas, written and directed by David E. Talbert. I think he put a phenomenal cast together. He had Gabrielle Union, Kimberly Elise, who they played sisters, Danny Glover, who played the daddy, Monique, it was so great to see her, Omar Epps, Jesse Usher, not Usher Raymond, and J.B. Smooth, and a couple of other people.
Hey, Carrie Hilson. You got it. Carrie Hilson.
Yeah, okay.
She was in there. And Gladys Knight, too.
Gladys Knight, that's right. So basically, this film is about a dad who's trying to bring his family together for Christmas 1 year after his wife passes. Let's check out the clip.
Hey, Walter, is the family coming for Christmas?
Every single one of them. Who is this white man?
I figured y'all be hungry from traveling, so I put a little something together for y'all. Milk tea with tapioca balls.
Don't put balls in your mouth, baby.
Who wants pizza?
Right here. You ungrateful bastards.
What's with those pink pants, Malibu Barbie?
Uh-oh, somebody got a boyfriend.
I got vibrators older than that child.
We're not gonna make it to Christmas, are we?
Not a damn chance.
Give it to me!
This is our first Christmas without your mother. Just 5 days for y'all to act like a family.
You locked me out.
I'm melting, help me.
You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Let me try to get you out of here.
It's not that kind of party.
Give it to me! If you did sit on Santa's lap, I'm sure everyone at home would love to know what you would ask for.
Ask for a suit that fits, because he gonna mess around and get a yeast infection.
Aunt May.
And that cream don't work on men, Cheryl.
That's it.
Man, let me tell you, like I said, it was so great to see Monique back.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
My favorite part of the film, it's not giving too much away, is the beginning, where they do this mini movie. They do this mini film, and it will remind you of, if you all have seen Up, Pixar's Up. Excellent, excellent job of how they tell the story of the older man and the life with his wife. That is the story that they tell, and you get a deep understanding of Danny Glover, well, Walter is his character, and his wife, Grace, their life together. Thumbs up right there, I was sold. And this is your typical movie. We're very familiar with the scene. We're very familiar, but I think they had a lot of great subplots in there. You've got the sisters who don't like each other. You got the wandering-eyed uncle. We're not telling you who plays this. We got people with addictions. You got betrayal. You got all of this stuff rolled up. And I think David E. Talbot did a great job, and I haven't seen it done as well, bringing all the telling all of the stories and how they intertwine. And the children in this movie and their media techie savvy butts are watching all of this drama, and they're filming it. Boy, they are all. I thought it was a great film. I thought it was great.
When you mentioned Monique, I thought you were gonna go into, it seemed like she had been kind of out of the loop for a minute. I don't want to say she was blackballed, but it seemed like some things had happened where she wasn't getting her parts. But I tell you, she came back.
Didn't she come back
She
strong?
reminded me of my aunts, my grandmother. She just, when you said at the beginning of the movie, like when they first get in and all of them are there, and she walk into that room like, shut the, it just took me to a place like, yo, that's the 70s aunt right there.
There's always one in the family.
She's out with everybody, those kind of moments was just so funny to me. And then J.B. Smoove, I mean, he kind of gives you the same character, but it's a funny character. It's a great character. And just the things that he was doing, David E. Talbot even, he came up in the same process, the same way that Tyler Perry did. Tyler was the guy that everybody was paying attention to, but David was doing that same process. And so when he got into film, he already had such a grounding, a foundation of storytelling and really what to focus on. So I really love, to me, as a director, one of the scenes that really you got to give it to the director is that dinner scene. Yeah. Because everything is happening there. Everything is happening, and it's a cake that's, and it's the same kind of feeling that I got when you watched Tyler Perry's dinner table scene with Why Did I Get Married or whatever. And they did an excellent job. That movie was funny.
It was fun. It was funny. Hilarious. They had the drama pieces in there too. But the mature actors of Danny Glover and Monique towards the end of the film, this was a great film. It was great.
I was a little, I will say this, because unlike Arrival, I said I went in there with no expectations. I went in here thinking, is this another one of those Black Christmas movies? Or just black movies, but then Black Christmas movies. And it was in a lot of ways. I mean, you could have took Omar Epps out and replaced him with Mekhi Phifer like they had in there. That kind of stuff felt familiar. But what bothered me was the relationship between the sisters, because they showed us that there was a problem, but they never really told us why. They and just to tell us what they did at the end, and didn't tell me why. It didn't tell me why. Why was y'all like this in the first place? And I felt like I needed to
flesh that out a little more. Yeah, I hear you.
But overall, the movie was funny. I mean, the audience that I saw with, they were cracking up, and Monique is back.
She is
Monique.
hot.
She's showing you that she can play characters.
Yes,
she can play characters.
She shows her range.
She's was my aunt and my grandmother in this movie all day.
Excellent.
Well, somebody's aunt. Not my grandmother, but no. It was really good.
Oh, man. So, yes, my rating for this one, I also recommend it. I'm giving it a 4.
I want to give it a high 3, not necessarily 4, only because I do feel like it did play off of our flashback film. We can get to it right now. Our flashback film.
Yep, our flashback film this week is This Christmas, since we're going with the holiday.
Yeah.
This Christmas was, who was this written by? This was
Whitmore.
Preston Whitmore. And you have a phenomenal cast in this one. You've got Delroy Lindo. You've got Idris Elba. Who else is in there? Chris Brown.
Right. And actually, Chris Brown, that was my first really paying attention to that Chris Brown really could sing. This was, pre the Rihanna fiasco and pre all of the stuff that you know about Chris Brown. That's the controversy of Chris Brown. But, prior to that, he was just a little pop star. But when I watched This Christmas, boy, he could sing. And that's when I thought, oh, man, if he just locked in on that, he'd have a good musical career. But This Christmas is a good, warm, holiday Christmas movie, you guys, if you haven't seen it. And actually, I think it was warmer than the one we saw.
Yep.
The one we saw was funny and it had the good storyline. Yep. But This Christmas is something, when you watch it around holiday time, you fall right into Christmas.
Absolutely.
You fall right into Christmas.
Well, that's all we have for you guys this week. Hope you come and check us out next week. We'll see you in the room.